Hello Junior 4, how are you? Hope you all are fine. In this video, we will answer exercises on lesson 3. Let's start with the first question, which is choose the correct answer. The energy that the living organism needs to perform different functions is obtained from. In another way, we obtain or we get energy from what? Breathing only, food processing only, breathing and running, breathing and food processing. The right answer is letter D, breathing and food processing. Number 2. All of the following are organs of the digestive system except mouth, nose, stomach, esophagus. All of these organs belongs to digestive system except nose, so we will choose letter B. Number 3. Digestion process begins in the stomach, esophagus, mouth, small intestine. Digestion process begins in the mouth, so we will choose letter C. Number 4. Which of the following organs does not share in breaking down of food? Does not share in breaking down of food. Mouth, stomach, lungs, small intestine. The right answer is lungs, so we will choose letter C. Number 5. Crushing the food in your mouth is the function of crushing the food or grind the food. Stomach, tongue, saliva, teeth. The right answer is teeth, so we will choose letter D. Number 6. All of the following are correct about the mouth except. So all of these answers are correct about mouth except one answer is wrong. It's the first organ in the digestive system. It has teeth. It has tongue. It moves food directly to the stomach. So the wrong information is it moves food directly to the stomach. So we will choose letter D. Number 7. Saliva in the mouth makes the food become soft and moisten with the help of teeth only, tongue only, teeth and esophagus, teeth and tongue. The right answer is teeth and tongue, so we will choose letter D. Number 8. The throat is connected to the stomach through. The throat is connected to the stomach through. So which organ connects the throat with stomach? Esophagus, trachea, small intestine, large intestine. The right answer is esophagus, so we will choose letter A. Number 9. The organ that moves the food into the stomach is. Which organs before the stomach? Mouth, tongue, esophagus, small intestine. The right answer is esophagus, so we will choose letter C. Number 10. The food passes from the stomach to the blank directly. From stomach to the blank directly. Which organ is located after the stomach directly? Esophagus, small intestine, large intestine, anus. It's small intestine, so we will choose letter B. Number 11. The stomach mixes the food with blank to help in digestion of food. Stomach mixes the food with what? Digestive juices only, stomach acid only, saliva and digestive juices, stomach acid and digestive juices. The right answer is stomach acid and digestive juices. So we will choose letter D. Number 12. The liver and the blank pour their juices into the small intestine. Liver and what? Throat, esophagus, large intestine, pancreas. The right answer is pancreas. Number 13. The long winding tube that its length is about more than 6 meters is called long winding tube. Large intestine, small intestine, esophagus, stomach. The right answer is small intestine, so we will choose letter B. Number 14. The undigested food pass from the small intestine into the. So which organ is located after the small intestine? Liver, pancreas, brain, large intestine. The right answer is large intestine, so we will choose letter D. Number 15. In the large intestine, blank is absorbed from the undigested food. Large intestine absorb what? Starch, fat, water, oil. Large intestine absorb water, so the right answer is letter C. Number 16. The solid waste materials of undigested food become useless to the body, so the body must expel them outside through the. Which organ get rid of the solid wastes of our bodies? Mouth, anus, large intestine, small intestine. It's anus, so we will choose letter B. Number 17. All organs of the human digestive system are considered as blank adaptation. Which type of adaptation? Only structural, only behavioral, structural and behavioral, neither structural nor behavioral. All systems in human body are considered as structural adaptation. So the right answer is letter A, only structural. Number 18. During inhalation, air enters through blank, then down the throat. Air enters through which organs? Nose and trachea, nose and mouth, mouth and lungs, mouth and trachea. So during inhalation, air enters through nose and mouth. So we will choose letter B. Number 19. The passage of air during inhalation is throat, nose, lungs, trachea, trachea, throat, lungs, nose, lungs, nose, throat, trachea, nose, throat, trachea, lungs. The right answer is nose, throat, trachea, lungs. So we will choose letter D. Number 20. The throat is connected to the lungs through. So which organ connect the throat with lungs? Esophagus, trachea, small intestine, ribs. The right answer is trachea, so we will choose letter B. Next one, number 21. Inside the two lungs, at the end of the smaller air passages, which is bronchioles, there are tiny air sacs surrounded by little air sacs or tiny air sacs, which is alveoli. Alveoli surrounded by what air? Water, small intestine, or blood vessels? The right answer is blood vessels, so we will choose letter D. Number 22. Inside the lungs, the trachea is branched into two tubes known as trachea branched into two tubes known as alveoli, air sacs, bronchi, blood vessels. So the trachea is branched into two tubes known as bronchi. So we will choose letter C. Next one, 23. The oxygen gas moves from air into blood at the nose, throat, trachea, lungs. Which organ has the blood vessels to allow air to pass into the blood? Lungs, so we will choose letter D. Last one in this question, 24. All the following happen during exhalation except diaphragm relax, diaphragm contracts, diaphragm moves upward, the size of chest decrease. So all of these steps happen during exhalation, except one step happen during inhalation. So the right answer is diaphragm contracts. So all of these happen during exhalation except diaphragm contracts. So we will choose letter B. Now let's answer question number 2, which is choose from column B what suits it in column A. Column A, esophagus, small intestine, large intestine, stomach, mouth. Let's start with number 1, esophagus. Esophagus absorbs water from the undigested food to become solid waste materials, or mixes the food with an acid and digestive juices, or digestion begins in it, or is a long winding tube, its length is more than 6 meters, is a muscular tube that moves the food down into the stomach, or solid wastes leave the body through it. Esophagus, it's a muscular tube that moves the food down into the stomach. So we will choose letter E with number 1. Next one, number 2, small intestine. Small intestine is a long winding tube. Its length is more than 6 meters. So we will choose letter D with number 2. Number 3, large intestine. Large intestine absorb water from the undigested food to become solid waste materials. So we will choose A with number 3. Number 4, stomach. Stomach mixes the food with an acid and digestive juices. So we will choose B with number 4. The last one, number 5, mouth. Digestion begins in it. Mouth, digestion begins in it. So we will choose letter C with number 5. Now let's answer table number 2. Trachea, number 1, trachea, blood, diaphragm, lungs. Let's start with number 1, trachea. Trachea is a large muscle at the base of the ribs and helps inhalation and exhalation. Or the next one are like balloons and they contain little sacs surrounded by blood vessels. Or next one carries oxygen to all the body organs. Or it's a tube through which air travels down into the lungs. Or air enters the body through them. Trachea, it's a tube through which air travels down into the lungs. Number 2, blood. Blood carries oxygen to all the body organs, so we will choose letter C with number 2. Number 3, diaphragm. Diaphragm is a large muscle at the base of the ribs and help inhalation and exhalation. So we will choose letter A with number 3. The last one, number 4, lungs. Lungs are like balloons and they contain little air sacs surrounded by blood vessels. So we will choose letter B with number 4. Now let's answer question number 3, which is put true or false. Number 1. The digestive system consists of similar organs that work together to get nutrients from food. Digestive system consists of similar organs or different organs. So the answer is false. Number 2. The human body gets oxygen gas from food. We get oxygen gas from food or from air. So the answer is false. Number 3. Mouth, nose, esophagus, and stomach are from the organs of digestive system. Nose is from digestive system? No, so the answer is wrong or false. Number 4. The food passes through the large intestine before it goes into the small intestine. The answer is false because the food passes from small intestine before large intestine. Number 5. Digestion process begins in the stomach with the help of saliva. Begins in stomach or begins in mouth? So the answer is false. Number 6. Tongue and teeth moisten the food, while saliva crushes the food until it becomes soft. Teeth moisten the food, while saliva crush the food, or the opposite. Saliva moisten the food and the teeth crush the food. So the answer is false. Number 7. Food passes from mouth to stomach through a narrow tube known as small intestine. Food passes from mouth to stomach through small intestine or through throat and esophagus. So the answer is false. Number 8. Food usually stays in the stomach for a few hours until it becomes a soupy liquid. True. Next one, number 9. Stomach mixes the food with juices that come from liver and pancreas. Stomach mixes the food with juices that come from liver and pancreas, or the small intestine mixes the food with the juices which is come from liver and pancreas. So the answer is false. Number 10. The food gets broken down into nutrients in the small intestine. True. Number 11. The walls of the small intestine absorb the nutrients through tiny blood vessels, then blood carries them to all body parts. Yes, true. Next one, number 12. Drinking a lot amount of water keeps the digestive system healthy. True. Number 13. Digestive system ends by anus. True. Number 14. The air travels down into the lungs through esophagus. Through esophagus or through trachea. So the answer is false. Number 15. During inhalation, the size of the chest becomes narrow. During inhalation or during exhalation, the size of the chest becomes narrow. So the answer is false. Number 16. During exhalation, the diaphragm expands. True. Last one, number 17. The inhaled air is rich in carbon dioxide gas, while the exhaled air is rich in oxygen gas. No, the opposite. Inhaled air rich in oxygen and exhaled air rich in carbon dioxide gas. So the answer is false. Now let's answer question number 4, which is write the scientific term. Number 1. A system that helps in breaking down food into smaller parts. Digestive system. Number 2. A group of organs that work together to perform a specific job. Group of organs, it's system. So the answer is system. Number 3. A process of breaking down food into smaller parts that the body can use to get energy and grow. We want the name of a process of breaking down food. Digestion process. Number 4. The organ where the digestion process begins. We want the name of the organ where the digestion process begins. Mouth. Number 5. They present in the mouth and play an important role in crushing food. They crush the food. Teeth. Number 6. Liquid substance in your mouth that moistens the bite of food and begins to break it down. A liquid substance in your mouth that moistens the bite of food and begins to break it down. Saliva. Number 7. The organ which receives the food from esophagus. Which organ after esophagus? Stomach. Number 8. An organ that has tiny blood vessels to absorb the nutrients through its walls. Which organ has tiny blood vessels? Small intestine. Number 9. An organ through which solid waste of digestion process leave the body. leave the body. We want the last organ in digestive system. The answer is anus. Number 10. A long muscular tube that moves the food down into the stomach. We want the organ that is before the stomach. Esophagus. Number 11. A process of pulling air in and pushing air out of the body. Process of pulling air in and pushing air out of the body. We want the name of the process. Respiration process. Number 12. It allows the air to pass from the nose to trachea. Which organ is located between the nose and the trachea? The answer is throat. Number 13. A tube that allows air to pass into the two lungs. Tube that allow air to pass into the two lungs. Trachea. Number 14. Little air sacs surrounded by blood vessels in the respiratory system. Little air sacs. Alveoli. Number 15. A large muscle that contracts during breathing in and relaxes during breathing out. Diaphragm. The last one in this question, the common organ between digestive and respiratory system. The common organ between digestive system and respiratory system. Throat. Now let's answer question number 5, which is complete the following sentences. Number 1. The human body uses blank system to get nutrients from food and uses blank system to get oxygen from air. The human body uses digestive system to get nutrients from food and use respiratory system to get oxygen from air. Number 2. In order for food to become soft, the blank grind the food well and the blank mix it with saliva. In order for food to become soft, the teeth grind the food well and the tongue mixes it with saliva. Number 3. In the digestive system, food becomes a soapy liquid in the blank, while it breaks down into nutrients in blank. In the digestive system, food becomes a soapy liquid in the stomach, while it breaks down into nutrients in small intestine. Number 4. The blank is a tube that has muscles to move the food down into the stomach, while blank is a long winding tube. Its length is more than 6 meters. The esophagus is a tube that has muscles to move the food down into the stomach, while small intestine is a long winding tube. Number 5. The longest part of the digestive system, where most digestion takes place inside it, is small intestine. Number 6. The small intestine receives juices from blank and blank that help in digestion process. The small intestine receives juices from liver and pancreas. Number 7. The walls of the small intestine absorb the digested food and transfer it into your bloodstream through blood vessels. Number 8. In the digestive system, blank intestine absorb the nutrients through its wall, while blank intestine absorb water from the undigested food. In the digestive system, small intestine absorb the nutrients through its walls, while large intestine absorb water. Number 9. Air enters and exits the human body through blank system. Air enters and exits the human body through respiratory system. Number 10. Inside the lungs, the blank end with little air sacs known as. Inside the lungs, bronchioles end with little air sacs known as alveoli. Number 11. During inhalation, air travels down from your throat to your lungs through trachea. Number 12. At the base of your ribs, there is a large muscle that plays an important role in the respiration process known as diaphragm. The last one, number 13. During inhalation process, the diaphragm contracts and moves blank, while during exhalation process, the diaphragm expands and moves blank. During inhalation process, the diaphragm contracts and moves downward, while during exhalation process, the diaphragm expands and moves upward. Now let's answer question number 6, which is give reasons for. Number 1. The human body is made up of different systems to perform different functions. To perform different functions or different jobs. Number 2. The importance of juices of liver and pancreas. What's the importance of juices of liver and pancreas? They help in breaking down food into nutrients. They help in breaking down food into nutrients. Number 3. Anus is an important organ in the digestive system because solid wastes or solid waste materials leave the body through it. Because solid waste materials leave the body through it or through the anus. Number 4. The inhaled air differs from the exhaled air because inhaled air is rich in oxygen gas, but exhaled air rich in carbon dioxide gas. Number 5. Diaphragm plays an important role in respiration process. What's the role of diaphragm? It contracts and moves downward during inhalation and increase the size of its chest. And it relaxes and moves upward during exhalation and decrease the size of chest. So diaphragm plays an important role in respiration process because it contracts and moves downward during inhalation to increase the size of its chest. But it relaxes and moves upward during exhalation to decrease the size of its chest. Now let's answer question number 7, which is what happens if. Number 1. The small intestine is removed from the human body. Small intestine removed from the human body. The digestive system couldn't do its function well or couldn't do its function correctly. So the digestive system can't do the function correctly. Number 2. The nutrients absorbed by the walls of small intestine enter the tiny blood vessels. The blood will carry these nutrients to the all body parts. The blood will carry these nutrients to all body parts. Number 3. The diaphragm moves downward during inhalation. The size of the chest will increase, and the air rich in oxygen gas enters the lungs. So when diaphragm moves down during inhalation, the size of the chest will increase, and the air, which is rich in oxygen gas, enters the lungs. Number 4. The diaphragm moves upward during exhalation. The size of the chest decreases, and the air, which is rich in carbon dioxide gas, come out from the lungs. So the size of the chest decreases, the air rich in carbon dioxide gas comes out of the lungs. Now let's answer question number 8, which is cross out the odd word. Number 1. Saliva, stomach, esophagus, small intestine. We will choose saliva because all of the items are from organs and digestive system, but the saliva is liquid substance. Number 2. Mouth, lungs, stomach, large intestine. We will choose lungs because all organs are from digestive system except lungs are from respiratory system. Number 3. Nose, throat, trachea, anus. We will choose anus because all organs are from respiratory system except anus is from digestive system. Now let's answer question number 9. Using the following table, mention the name of the tube-shaped organ of the digestive and respiratory systems inside our bodies. We have two columns, column A and column B. Number 1. Through which food passes to the stomach? Through which food passes to the stomach? So we are talking about esophagus. Number 2. In which the absorption of nutrients takes place? In which the absorption of nutrients takes place. So we are talking about small intestine. Number 3. It ends with anus. Ends with anus. We are talking about large intestine. Organ number 4, the last one, it connects the throat with the two lungs. Connect the throat with two lungs. We are talking about trachea. Next table, question number 10, compare between. We will compare between inhalation and exhalation. We will compare in number 1, diaphragm movement. Number 2, size of chest cavity. Number 3, the air is rich in which gas? Let's start with number 1, diaphragm movement. In inhalation, diaphragm moves downward. In exhalation, diaphragm moves upward. Number 2, size of chest cavity. In inhalation, size of chest increase, but in exhalation, size of chest decrease. Number 3, the air is rich in inhalation, rich in oxygen gas, but in exhalation, rich in carbon dioxide gas. Question number 11. Put tick in front of the name of the system to which each of the following organs belongs. We have two systems, digestive system and respiratory system, and we have a lot of organs. So we will see which organ belongs to which system. Number 1, trachea. Trachea belongs to respiratory system. Number 2, anus. Anus belongs to digestive system. Number 3, stomach. Stomach belongs to digestive system. Number 4, lungs. Lungs belong to respiratory system. Number 5, small intestine. Small intestine belongs to digestive system. Number 6, esophagus. Esophagus belongs to digestive system. Number 7, diaphragm. Diaphragm belongs to respiratory system. Number 8, nose. Nose belongs to respiratory system. Number 9, large intestine. Large intestine belongs to digestive system. Number 10, liver. Liver belongs to digestive system. Number 11, pancreas. Pancreas belongs to digestive system. The last one, number 12, throat. Throat belongs to the two systems. So throat belongs to digestive system and respiratory system. Now let's answer question number 12. Look at the following figure which represents the human digestive system. Then mention the name of each organ and complete the sentences below. Number 1. The organ is mouth. It has blank that moistens the food. It has saliva. Number 2. Esophagus. It's a tube that moves the food down into stomach. Number 3. The organ is stomach. It mixes food with the stomach acid and digestive juices. Number 4. The organ is small intestine. The organ is small intestine. It receives the juices from liver and pancreas, which help to break down food into nutrients. Number 5. The organ is large intestine. It absorbs water from undigested food. The last organ, number 6, is anus. It helps the body to get rid of solid waste. Let's answer question number 13. Look at the following figure which represents the human respiratory system. Organ number 1, nose. Number 2, throat. Number 3, trachea. Number 4, 2 bronchi. Number 5, bronchioles. Number 6, alveoli. Number 7, 2 lungs. And finally, number 8, diaphragm. That's all about our video today. Thank you and see you soon in another video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss an update.